Hi everybody, this is Hayley and Elliot from Kingston Community Library. Welcome to our preschool storytime craft session. Yay! So if you joined us for storytime today, you will know that it is Earth
Day Puppy.
Earth Day! Earth Day Puppy was a story we just read. It is Earth Day today, Wednesday, April 22nd. Now, Earth Day is a day where we celebrate taking care of our earth. And this year is actually the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Did you know that, Elliot?
No.
You shouldn't say no. You were in story time, so you should say yes now. You'll be in story time. So it's the 50th year of anniversary of Earth Day this year. So we are going to be making something out of recycled materials, which we also read this, go green by recycling. So what we're trying to do, when you recycle something, that means making something out of something else that you've finished with. So we went around our house, and we've been doing this every week, haven't we?
Every single week.
Every week, trying to find things that you don't have to go to the shop to buy, that you can just find from around the house. And the perfect thing about doing this on Earth Day is that we're recycling something that we've used already. So for this session, Elliot, would you like to tell them what we're going to make and what we found?
We're making a boat, and we're using 2 plastic bottles. I don't know what it's called.
A kitchen towel tube.
Kitchen towel tube. What's it called?
A styrofoam tray.
And then some cardboard. And as you can see, we've
just cardboard.
We've drawn out a little.
Oh, I see. You're trying to show that.
A little triangle.
We made a little triangle on it to make the front of the boat, and also chopsticks. But if you don't have chopsticks, we also had small sticks, and if you don't have small sticks, we had little doweling rods.
Yep.
So out of these things, we are going to try and make a boat. Then we're going to decorate the boat, and then we're going to come back and we are going to test out sailing the boat.
Bath.
We'll do it in the bath, yes. So the good thing about doing this is it's a good activity for you to experiment.
Yes.
So if you make this boat and it's science, yes. If you make the boat and the boat sinks,
you've got to improve it.
We've got to improve it. That's right. We can come back and we can rebuild. So we're going to make this boat. We have decided to use the bottles for the bottom of the boat. Why are we going to do that, Ellie?
Because then it will be more stable and it won't thing.
And what are these bottles filled with?
Water.
Are they filled with water right now?
No, they're filled with air.
With air. The bottles are filled with air, and the air is going to help the item float. So we're going to put those at the bottom.
Like that.
That's right. So we have a plan. So let's get to it. So we're going to start with taping these bottles together.
Yeah.
Forgot to tell you need tape.
And we have a bunch of markers and scissors.
We do. We can decorate with markers, or if you have paints at home, you can decorate with paint. So Elliot's going to hold the bottles together while I tape them, and we may actually, Ellie, need stronger tape for this. We'll see.
So do we have duct tape?
Actually, we do have duct tape in my handy drawer right here. We have found some duct tape, some big tape. So that's
some huge tape.
Huge tape. Let me
get
rid of these books.
We don't need this. Bye-bye.
You can pop that with the old lady. All right, I am going to tape these bottles together. Does that think that will work better?
Yeah.
I think as long as they're stable, we'll do one on each end, yeah?
Yeah, that's
We'll do one on the bottom too. So we're taping the bottom together, and this is going to make the float of the boat.
So they are taped together.
Taped together. We don't need to decorate them just yet. So what I did on here, and actually you can't see it, so let me draw it with a Sharpie so you can see. If you are familiar with boats, you will know that boats usually have
a little pointy part at the front, a bow.
A bow at the front, a pointy part.
A pointy part. So we have that there.
So we're gonna, are you gonna cut that out, Elliot?
Sure.
So Elliot is gonna cut that out, and then we're going to attach that. Yes, it's tricky to cut cardboard, so mums and dads might need to help you with this part, especially if you've got big scissors.
Like me.
Elliot's using the big scissors.
But I am professional.
She says she's a professional. She's pretty good. All right, chop. Good job. All right, so now as you can see,
boat shape.
Kind of looks more like a boat. I'm gonna just curve it off at the end, Ellie Bells, like this. Curve.
But both have pointy.
They can can have pointy parts. So now we're going to attach this, and you can do it either way, so it doesn't matter.
We could put this on it first.
I think.
Or you could do
What do you think? That way? And then I thought we'd put this on the top so that something could sit in the boat and it has a ledge around.
Yeah.
So
okay, so now we're going to tape that.
So we're just going to tape that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attach the cardboard to the...
Can I tape it?
Yeah. I'll give you the tape. Alex going to tape it on. Why don't I lift it so you can get it all the way around? Perfect. Nice job. Do you think we need extra tape?
Yeah.
It's going to go in the water, so we want to make it as secure as we
stable.
can. Yeah, I'll do one.
Thanks.
You hold up. Ah!
What is going on with our boat?
It's okay. It's all good. All
it's
right.
an experiment for science if you do school.
All right. So we've got it. We've got our floats.
Our floats.
We've got
our boat.
Board, our boat shape. And then we were going to, just to add a little more flotation. This is very light.
Put this light foam or styrofoam on it.
It also has a ridge around the top, so we were thinking if you had Lego figures or a doll or a puppet or a
if
Pegasus.
You look, we have so many puppets.
So we have a Pegasus that might be able to float on our boat.
little lady on it.
The little lady might be too big for the boat, but there are lots of things that could go on the boat. So
okay, how are we gonna tape her? We're gonna just put tape here.
How do you think we can attach that?
I think we should like put tape and fold the tape and then stick it on there and then.
Just you think it will float like that?
Yeah.
All right. So Elliot's idea was to
if it comes off, it's okay because there's another.
Make double-sided tape, which you do by just rolling it so it's sticky on both sides. This is, yeah, and you can do these. This stuff is super sticky. This is like packing tape, duct tape, but it would work with any tape that you use. It doesn't have to be the duct tape. So I'll do a piece here, and then maybe you do a piece here. All right, so we've just used 3 pieces.
And
stick it into position.
And push.
Push down. All right. So every boat needs what? It doesn't look much like a boat yet because we need some sails.
So that's what these and that come in.
That's what they come in. So we're going to use. So we could make a kind of like one of those old pirate style boats.
Ooh, yeah.
So if I cut this,
we could stick this in here because I think the back one should be like taller and then the front one should be a little shorter.
Yes. Yeah, good idea. All right, so let's do that. So if I cut these in, so I'm using the tube here, and all I'm going to do is cut it in half, which is going to make like a sail.
Yeah,
shape.
and then I will stick these.
And then
I'll stick one right here in the back.
Hang on, if we use this, it's got a pointier edge, so we can.
Boop. That's kind of bendy though.
Yeah, we're
stick a hole in
trying
it.
to do a straight one.
Where's the pointy edge one?
So what I'm doing now, I have a hole punch, but you could use a pair of scissors, you could use anything to make this hole in here. Elliot, if you use a bigger one, look, hon.
Oh.
So I'm using this chopstick to make this.
We have chopsticks?
Yeah. Who knew, huh?
Wait, no, we need to add another one.
I'm going to make a couple, right?
We need to add another one for the...
So if we put 3 on that... Oh, no.
No, scooch this down.
It's okay. That can be the top.
No, wait, I got an idea.
Ellie's just playing with the sail. There's another sail. These tubes make good sails if you're making like an oldie worldy pirate
because it's kind of bent.
How many do you think for that? 2?
2.
2? Or 3 on the back one and 2 on the front one, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've got enough. So we should mostly have, hopefully you will have some tubes, some kitchen roll or toilet roll tubes at home that you can use. And I'm just punching holes for the sails in.
And I am putting them in.
Putting them in. You need another 3rd one for the back.
Like that.
And then,
How do you guys think that looks?
wow, that's a cool sail.
It's kind of bent too, like an old-fashioned.
We're going oldie worldy for Earth Day, aren't we, Elliot? Alright, so I'm making the 2 sails. All I'm doing is punching holes in each end so that it fits through the chopstick.
It's okay if these are crooked because some boats have crooked sails.
We don't mind if they're crooked. I don't think if it's crooked it would affect how it sails. Perfect, Elliot.
Now
That's
just
very cool.
stick it in a holder. Okay.
I think you might have to also tape it in place.
I will do that. Cause
Okay.
woo!
My sail's a bit crooked.
Should I use this tape or this tape?
I would use maybe the little tape for this job. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, so take a little piece of tape. So you take a little piece of tape, and if it doesn't stick, you can just tape it, I guess, to the phone.
So you said this. You thought this one should be shorter. Should we just stab it in more so it's not as high up? Do you think?
Yeah.
That didn't work
No.
very well. How's it going?
Not very good.
I can help with that bit. So what we're trying to do is we're
trying to
get
tape
the
it in.
sail so it tapes in nice and straight. And
put one in the front because it's mostly like entering go
here,
around
do you want me
there.
to hold it? I can hold it up straight like that. So you can have somebody hold your sail straight while you stick it down. And then if you think it needs a little more stability,
There we go.
that's perfect, Ellie. So
Add some duct tape.
we can add duct tape on the bottom to hold your other tape in place.
Yes.
And I don't think it matters how much you use. I don't think it's going to affect whether it floats or not, but that is something that you'll learn in the experiment, right?
And then we can come back down here and
We will
improve
report.
we will report you on how it works. Actually, we're gonna video it. So.
We will. All right. So how's that sail? That
How do
sail
you
looks
guys
good.
think this sail looks?
That looks pretty good to me. All right, we're going to add the
It's all
next sail.
crooked too, but that's okay.
That's okay. It twists. All right. So we're going to add this next sail.
Got a little short.
And
That's okay.
this one's going to be.
I also stuck this one through the cardboard too. So
I'm trying to break this sail
why don't you just cut it?
because it's hard. It's a chopstick doesn't cut very well. So I'm just trying to break it. And again, mums and dads, you can help with that.
I'm hiding from
It's
the.
okay. So I just broke the bottom off that, and it's a little sharp, but the bottom is going to go straight into the polystyrene. So it should be hidden very well. So we're going to stick that one in, Els.
Can you hold it while I do it?
I will hold it while you do the taping. And I will make it a little stronger. It's looking pretty good so far, don't you think?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have any other ideas of recycled materials that you could use to make something. So we chose a boat because a boat is something, it's a toy. So you're taking something that you've maybe had food from or had a drink out of, and we're using it to make something else that you can play with. So we're doing a boat because it was raining this afternoon when we made the boat, and we thought it would be a nice idea. And then also the summer's coming and the spring, so you could take it to the local pond or stream or river.
Or a river, or not an ocean.
A puddle even. A big puddle, especially if it's going to rain a lot. All right.
Okay.
So this looks pretty
So this
cool.
is our boat that
You can turn the sails. Sorry, we can turn the sails. All right, so that is our boat made from recycled materials.
And there's a taller one up here if you can't see the difference.
So we have a taller one, and let's just spin it to the side, and then they won't be able to see. There you go. So we have the float, we have the base, we have the mast, and we have the sails. So what we're going to do now is Elliot and I are going to give our boat a little bit of decoration to make it look really cool. And then we are going to test our boat to see how it works. So we'll be back very soon with how it works. So wish us luck. Fingers crossed. Okay, so we're back. We're back in my bathroom with our boat, which we have Lego people. We put some lovely decorations on there.
We got smiley face, some sails.
Smiley face, some sails. Now we're going to test it. Hang on one moment. Here it comes.
Okay.
Okay, we ready, Elliot? Let's see how it floats.
So we got the bathtub full.
Don't fall in.
I hope I don't.
All right, in she goes.
Yay!
So we made our boat. Elliot, it's cold or am I
I'm
hot?
not getting in.
Okay.
I'm just sitting right here.
Success! Woohoo!
So our boat floats. Look, the
Look
Lego
at the
ladies.
smiley face.
The
Is that hot?
Lego ladies are sunbathing. The
It's
boat
hot.
floats, and that was a
It's
success.
hot water too. It's not cold water.
Good job, Ellie. Say bye.
Bye.